It's your show now. Is this your show? I know. My show now. Oh, big baby. Your channel now. Welcome back to Ruby on Nails, and today I have a brand new tutorial for you. And if you see my shoulder jiggling a bunch, or if you hear some jangling, Bimo is in the room with me because she demands attention, and I can't deny her that. I am going to be using Lacquer's latest collection. It is the Who Did It collection. They do include a number of cream polishes that are all fall related, and one very sheer jelly polish that I will also be showing in this video. I'm going to be recreating my reverse stamping pumpkin look using the collection that I did on my Instagram at the end of September. If you remember that, if you follow me on Instagram, that's what we're essentially doing today. I am fairly new to reverse stamping, so a lot of this for me was just trial and error. It took me a while to figure out how to stamp, and I just refused to do it for a really long time. So with that, let's jump into the video.
As Philip DeFranco would say, let's jump right into it. I know that's a bit of a repeat, but I can not make the joke. I'm going to be starting off this look with my Peely base coat because of course I'm going to save these for my new Peely bag, and of course I got the new Peely bag because it was almost like it was my birthday party too, because my birthday's on the 29th. It's very close to Simply's, and I'm weirdly proud of that. Now, if you don't have this neck shade, you could pretty much skip this step because Adeline by Lacquer did pretty much nothing for my nails. Maybe kind of muted how orange they are, but maybe my nails are just too orange for this shade, but it mostly just looked like I applied a few extra layers of Topcoat or base coat, so I'm pretty much going to leave this step up to you as the viewer if you choose to recreate this look. You just do whatever you want, okay? And because I was a little afraid of how this was gonna dry, I'm applying a super glossy top coat right here just to ensure that I'm not gonna end up smushing this or accidentally smearing it when I get to the nail art part. But now to the tutorial aspect, which is surely why you're here. And I hope you're ready to get your pen and pencil out and write all of these lists out because you're gonna need all of this stuff, and it kind of looks like a nightmare, and I'm not gonna help you make this easy, so you just need to, like, I don't know, make sure you watch this video slowly or something. Just kidding, I wrote it all out on a list because I'm not that mean. This is pretty much just a general list of everything that I typically use during a reverse stamping or just stamping in general. And I would just, you could pause this video right now, you could take out your little grocery list, write all this stuff down, and you can just make sure before you start reverse stamping that you have at least most of this. You're gonna need stamping polish, you're gonna need a stamping plate, and you are gonna need acetone. Don't use nail polish remover, get acetone. Of course, the first step to any stamping tutorial, be it regular stamping or reverse stamping, is getting your stamping polish out and making that first stamp. I am applying a liberal amount of stamping polish. As you can see, I apply it to about half the design, and then I take my flexible scraper and I just pull it towards me. I found that pulling it towards me always gives me the most even application, and then I take my big stamper, get one with a clear base so you can see what you're doing, and I just kind of roll it firmly over the design. If you mess up this part, this is where you can just pick up your mistakes with some tape and you can just start over. You are not going to be able to fix it later on with a little brush. I mean, maybe you're that skilled. I'm not, so whenever I make a mistake, I just redo this step because it ensures that I'm gonna get the best results overall. This is a personal choice, and because acetone makes my skin crawl, I like to take a cotton ball and a pair of tweezers and clean up my nail plate immediately because we're not worried about time here. Your design's going to transfer later on, and I have a trick for that. But for the actual reverse stamping part where you paint on nail polish, I like to use a really small brush. This one's from Twinkled T, and it's just kind of, it doesn't have to be a nice brush. As you can see, that one was super frayed. But I like to take my polish on a little lid or on a nail mat, and then I just gently but firmly dab the polish onto the place where I want it. Now the thing with reverse stamping is you can always add more polish, but you cannot take away without ruining that design that's underneath it, so do be careful in this step. For this particular design, and because of the length of my nails at this point in time, I like to fill in 3 pumpkins of one color and then to move on to the next. As you can see here, I'm moving on to the Butler, which is a really nice kind of burnt mustard shade, or like a camel coat shade, I don't know. But I'm just going to continue this step until everything is filled. If you have shorter nails, you can kind of gauge how much of the design you need to fill. Like when my nails were short, when I originally did this design, I only filled in about half of the pumpkins, and I didn't worry about the top half at all because that would have been a waste of my time, and I would have just had to remove that with some tape, and I would have been very sad. Oh, and I guess a quickie review, because this is also kind of a review of the Lights Lacquer shades. I like all of the cream shades a lot. They were very opaque and very easy to use, self-leveling, blah blah blah. They're good, but that outline shade, it was like, it did nothing for my nails. I don't know. We'll see how I feel about it later on. Sometimes I change my mind. Another tip for reverse stamping in general is to use larger designs. I know there are some really nice, super fine detailed designs, but I find that the stamping outline tends to overwhelm whatever color you choose to put behind it, and it just kind of ends up looking muddled. There are some executions where it's done super well, so don't, not try ever, but just keep in mind that bigger designs appear better. Now that we're done filling in our design, you may remember that I put on a top coat. And you might be thinking, what is it going to stick to? Because our polishes have completely dried at this point. Well, it's a rubberized base coat or a sticky base coat, or really, you could just put any base coat. Don't put a blue tinted base coat because I made that mistake once and it totally tinted the color of the polish underneath slightly blue. So use one that's clear. But once that sticky base coat is on, you can go ahead and put some protective peel around your cuticle, because while the polish on the stamper has dried some, it's probably going to be a little sticky, and again, acetone is a no-go for the skin. Basically, that sticky base coat is going to act like tape, and it's going to pull our design off of the stamper. If you do it onto regular top coat, parts of your design are going to come off, but other parts are going to stay on the stamper, and we don't want that. You just spent so much time making this beautiful design. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Once your design is good and on there, most of the time you're going to want to take an orange stick and kind of cut any of the designs that are going onto your cuticle, but I forgot in this shot, so I ended up pulling up more of my pumpkins than I necessarily wanted to, and I didn't realize that until I got to the top part of my cuticle. There you see the orange stick, and I'm just gonna chop this sucker in half, or I'm gonna attempt to. It worked better on this last pumpkin. Honestly, a metal poker works the best, but I was too lazy to grab mine. And I'm just gonna go ahead and peel up the rest of my peely base coat, and I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of acetone and seal away all of those lines, clean up anything that's spilt over onto the cuticle, and I'm just gonna tap the rest of that design just to make sure it's good and secure and won't, fly off anywhere. If you do have any remaining design on your stamper, do take a little bit of tape and just kind of pick it up with that tape. Do not use acetone on your stamper. You will ruin your stamper and will have a very big sad. Once the design is on there, you just go ahead and apply a quick dry top coat. I am once again using super glossy top coat because I'm addicted to this stuff and I think it's better than the regular glossy top coat. You can fight me on that. And if you saw this look on Instagram, this is where I stopped initially, but you know what, I needed to make this video a little bit more different, so once my quick dry top coat was good and dry, I just went ahead and added a matte top coat because I'm that badass. And yeah, I'm using Holotaco's matte top coat because I'm out of everything else, so enjoy this repeat usage of this product because you know what, I haven't had time to place an order. I've been very busy. I'm a busy lady. What can I say? Very busy. I honestly think I prefer this look with a matte top coat. I just like how the pumpkins look all mattified. That's a word, right? I hope it is. I'm gonna keep using it. But I really like how this look looks matte. And I think I'll have to do more of these like empty space or negative space. God, I'm a mess at the end of these voice fudge. Oh my god, it's hard to talk. The nails look good. Get back to my face, okay? Bye.
I hope you liked this tutorial. I hope that some of you found it helpful. These are just some things that I need to remind myself when I'm reverse stamping. And once I figured things out, I now love stamping. Shocker. If you like this tutorial, make sure to like this video, and if you like my videos, make sure to subscribe. I'm here every Wednesday and Saturday, and I am very active in the comments. So if you ever have any questions on videos themselves, please leave a comment and I will try to answer you as quickly as possible. You can find all of my other social medias down in the description below, and anything else that I think of later after filming these intros and outros. It'll be in the description down below. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Jingle, jingle, jingle. It's like a lady. Wanna leave it? It's a bird.